Welcome to the Life on Your Terms podcast with me, Tracey Liv. In today's episode, I'm talking to creatives, people who are looking to build a side hustle or a business doing their creative work, whether that's writing, dancing, carpentry, making dresses. I am going to say, keep your work hidden. That is the secret to your success in making money and launching your business. And I'm going to share with you 3 steps that are going to support you to go from where you are right now into success, money, growth, business in the next 6 months. Okay, so I'm a creative. I'm a writer. I have been a writer since I was 12 years old, writing in my journals. And I'm a podcaster. I create podcasts. I create workshops. I create facilitated sessions. And I just consider myself a creative. This word is so vague. And so I'm going to let you decide how you define yourself as a creative. So really lead into that. Like, what is the creative side of you? It is not just painting, okay? Creative is a huge term. It really means you're creating something. You're creating. So in my early days, I worked in corporate. I worked in Washington, D.C. for 8 years in higher education and international education. But I was a writer. And I started to feel that I didn't want just my writing to sit on my laptop, in all my journals. I thought, what the heck? I mean, I'm keeping this stuff all to myself. I was starting to feel passionate about putting my work out there. And what I had decided to do, how old was I? Probably about 27 years old. So 10 years ago, I bought the domain TraceyLiv.com and I started blogging. Actually, that's how I started my business. I started writing on a Friday night. I'd have a glass of wine, write something that I was passionate about, totally unfiltered, totally uncensored, just me. I would write it and then I would publish it on TraceyLiv.com. And I would say for at least 6 months, no one knew I had a website. Like nobody. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't post on social media. I was literally just getting the muscle flexed to write, but not keep it on my laptop, but to put it out into the world. And that first step for me was just getting it on my website so that I could build my confidence in posting. I could visually see all the work that I was doing. And it was something that I actually felt proud of just for myself. And so if I fast forward, when I started to publish articles on other websites, when I started my coaching business and I was writing publicly, so people were coming to my website, I was posting on social media, my writing or even my speaking, kind of like I do podcasting now. I was so much more in a better place because I had started without anyone looking at me. And I had started in a way where I wasn't afraid of what other people would think about my writing or judging me, because I would write about politics, sex, relationships, my work. I didn't want my colleagues to see what I thought, or I lived in Washington, D.C., like politically, that was a huge topic, or my relationships with my boyfriends or the guys I was dating. So I was writing about things that were really important to me. They were my ideas, my philosophies. It was my writing. It was my gift. But because I did it privately first, it allowed me to get ready and get going. And so I know that at the beginning of a business or getting started with a side hustle, it depends where you are. Do you need the money? Do you need this to work? You've got to tune into the needing something part, because if you need money or you need validation or you need those likes, you need those followers, clear that energy out. The point is to be in this calm, neutral state of your creative work. You don't need money or need likes or followers. What you actually need to do is to start to build up all of the great work that you're meant to be putting out in the world, simply for the fact that you need to do that first. So at the beginning, what's really important to know is that yes, you can make money doing this. Absolutely. Yes, you can make money doing absolutely anything in your creative work. Do not believe other people who tell you the lie that you can't make money writing. I mean, I make money writing. Tons of people make money writing. And it's not just books. I mean, just in your business in general, like you've got to be a writer in business in some capacity. What do you mean you can't make money doing comedy? What do you mean you can't make money doing art and painting? The people who believe that story are the people who have given up on their fucking dreams. The people who stop painting, the people who stop writing, the people who stop doing comedy, the people who stop doing carpentry and designing tables and go sit at a freaking desk for 20 hours a day. Like, those people have died and given up, and their souls are so sad because they're not doing the creative work. If you're creative, you're meant to be here and doing this work. So first of all, yes, you can. Yes, you can make money because so many people have opted out of the game. So many people have opted out of the game that you want to play in. You're going to immediately be in the top 5%, 1% of people because you're going to be the only one standing. All right. So, and the other thing is, yes, you can. And the other bit is that if someone else has made money doing that, then you obviously can do that as well. There is a legacy that you will be standing on as to of course, you can make money in your creative work, but that belief, that energy has got to come from you. And you've got to be relentlessly consuming positive messages, positive stories, affirmations, writing to yourself, telling yourself that you can do it, and being around other people who say you can do it. Very, very important for creatives. Now, I want to give you 3 steps that I followed and many of my clients follow to get over the hump of being at the beginning of being a creative and wanting to start a business or a side hustle. Like, you're sitting there all by yourself with all of your shit on your laptop or on your phone, and you're like, where do I start? In that energy. So I will first say the first step to going from now to 6 months, which is making money, which is building your business, which is like seeing actual growth in your goals and what you're wanting. So that's kind of what we're aiming at. The first step, you have to be okay to not tell anyone what you're doing. And you've got to be okay to just do it for yourself. So steps 2 and 3, okay, are going to be resting on the belief that you're literally going to do what you're about to do for yourself only. Not for the money, not for the likes, not for the follows, not for the views. No. Doing it for yourself has to fill you up, and it has to validate you, and it's got to make you feel good and like you're making progress because you're finally getting your crap off with this stuff and you're getting yourself and your side hustle just going. Okay, so that's step 1. Tune into you. Okay, step 2 is to start or continue doing your creative work. So whether that's building tables or sewing dresses or writing articles or writing whatever or painting, just start creating your body of work. Start creating in the energy of, wow, these are the things that I love to do, and I'm going to make it a priority in my life to be creative. Like, being creative is as important as eating dinner tonight. Being creative is as important as going to the gym today. Like, it has got to get into your pie, your life wheel of things, of habits, of who you are, of your daily stuff that is just who you are. It's got to get in your life. And I want you to just basically build your products or build your stuff as to get ready for the launch. So that's really the intention, is you're writing articles that you will want to launch on your blog. You are creating artwork that you want to launch in a gallery. You're creating your comedy that you want to launch on your YouTube channel. Whatever. I want you to get in the energy of you're going to start to build your creative work now with the intention that in 6 months' time, you're going to be making money. Okay? And then step 3, this is huge. And I have a former client of mine, so stuck, who wants to create work, but is so blocked from creating because he's afraid to put it out there for people to look at it. And I said, this is step 3. Put your work somewhere tangible, like on a website, on a private YouTube channel, put your artwork around the house, build your tables, whatever you're going to do. Put it out there somewhere tangible, but keep it private. Because you need to start to see that you're building and growing something that's not just stuck in your own world for yourself. And so I told him, record your horribly recorded comedy pitches to yourself, your funny ideas you're thinking. Take that video and post it privately on a YouTube channel. I said, build your channel, but no one's watching other than you. So he had to actually put it somewhere live to start to see, wow, okay, I'm doing it. I'm making progress and I'm moving towards my ultimate goal, which is to quit the gilded cage and be a comedian and be a speaker and a motivational speaker. This dude could be super famous and you could be famous and you can do it, but you've got to get started. And the best way I would say is, this is the part of this podcast, is to keep your work hidden. Keep it private. You know, it's okay. We live in this culture that's like, just do it, put it out there before you're ready. Like, yes, we'll get to that phase, but I think that phase is further down the line than probably where a lot of us are right now. But step 3 is about getting your work into something tangible, whether it's a art gallery that you create on a website for yourself, whether you're going to post all of the descriptions and photos of your dresses or your tables that you've been building, as if you're getting ready to start your online shop on Etsy. I want you to really think about how to get that from out of you and out of your laptop onto something that eventually can be permanent for you. Okay? So that is literally the next 90 days. Come back to me in 90 days as you've been building that to figure out how you're going to monetize it, how you're going to make money from it. I do the inner work. I do the inner fears, the blocks, the negative patterns, the beliefs, the stories, all the crap that we all have that are going to hold you back. I don't do the technical side. I don't know how to make you a famous artist on the technical front, but I know how to build you up from a spiritual, emotional, mental capacity, support you to be the very best version of you so that you sell the shit out of whatever you're creating, so that you believe and you're so confident in what you're doing that attracts everything to you. So please, as you listen to this podcast, what are you going to do with what you've heard? What's a takeaway that you're taking away from this? So something that stands out for you, a breakthrough, a realization, whatever it is. And then what are you going to do from this video? Because you're about to go back to your normal life. Maybe you're 9 to 5, maybe, all the stuff you've got going on, but you have this burning desire as a creative to run a business, start your side hustle and get going. So I truly hope that you start to do one action step, one thing that's going to really help you move forward and have the courage to start getting your stuff out there, but privately. Keep it hidden, but let's go. We need your genius to come out. Life on your terms is exactly what we're talking about. This is you living on your terms and taking ownership and control of your life, of your money, of your purpose. And I promise you, you can do it. Let's go.